natural one from the treated one. The treated one is worth maybe $100-$200.
Wow!
So they have Akon has to do evaluations on the outer part, the gold.
Yeah, that's right. It also increases the value because like this silver ring I gave mommy, the gold, it's not gold, it's silver. So there's a different value, it's a lower value. So the whole thing, Akong does the appraisal and then tells people what are each individual item like the gold, the jade. Oh, look who we have here. Hi, Pa.
Hi, Akon.
Hi, Kunming.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, hi, Angel. Hi,
Akon, is it?
Yes.
Daddy was just telling us. Is it true that you do valuation of gemstones?
Yes, we do value. I've been doing this for the last 40 years. And on top of that, like for example, we have this jade, nephrite jade. And of course, this is the white nephrite there. And then of course, these are B plus C. This is of course a polymer impregnated jadeite plus coloration. This is artificially impregnated with color. Whereas the more expensive one are like this natural imperial jadeite, very nice green brooch with the gold setting like this. And of course, we have to know the quality. And the diamonds, for example, you have to know the authenticity of the material as compared to other synthetic, like synthetic moissanite, or even this pair of earring, which is cubic zirconia. And of course, once you've done that, you know, like diamonds, for example, you have to talk about the 4 C's: clarity, color, cut, and carat weight. And these are, once you establish the quality, then you can put the value on it based on international pricing. And of course, for the jadeite, it will be same thing also. We have to first authenticate the stone, separate them, natural one from the treated one. The treated one is worth maybe $100-$200. The natural one, not treated ones, is based on the quality. Then from that quality, we see the intensity of the color, know whether the texture of the material, like this jadeite jade.
What's the usefulness of treated?
Treatment is to enhance the quality that is not very low quality material to make it looks nice. And it's very affordable to many people can wear those treated material. Whereas the natural one without treatment, of course, we like carving, for example, and things like that. This is a workmanship, and once of this material, people will pay a much higher price for that. Let me show you something, some more bigger ones.
Ooh.
I've been doing this for many years. Okay, so these are some of the customers who has came here many years ago to ask me to evaluate their family heirlooms, like for example, diamond ring. Yeah, family heirlooms left over by their grandparents. Like diamond, there is about 3 carat, 4 carat stones, or even a brooch like this cameo. This is carved with the gold and 18 carat jadeite. Beautiful, nice, beautiful jadeite with diamonds and white 18 karat white gold, or even floral design of a necklace. And these are 18 karat, and family members will own some of these pieces, you know. And of course, you can see them.
Wow.
There's beautiful pieces which has been passed down from the generation to generation, and as long as it's natural, the value is there.
The book is so thick. So they have a lot?
Yes, there's a couple of hundred pieces of jewelry. So I spent 1 month looking through it, and after evaluations, I have to sit down for another 1 month of writing the report. Yeah, so let me show you other kind of appraisal that I've done for customers over the years. I even traveled all the way to Hong Kong to help to evaluate jade carving. Okay, and this jade carving was like 2.5 tons, 2.5 tons material. 2.5 tons. It was carved in Yunnan, and it was an exhibition in Guangzhou. And it says here 2.6. Yeah, that's right.
It's 2.6 tons.
Yes, and yeah, that's right. And in Chinese here is 缅甸天然老坑种翡翠. That means Burmese natural my jade quality jadeite jade. But when I would do the testing at that time, you know, like this for example, I did the testing and found that it's not right. So I request from the factory boss who manufactured these carvings the sample that was brought back to Singapore, and I work with the Singapore Polytechnic, where Dr. Pua Chumok has helped me to do the chemical analysis, and we found that is not jadeite jade, because natural jadeite jade will have sodium aluminum silicate, whereas this is albite jade. Okay, so it's 2 different things, and they were asking for $10 million.
Oh, but it really looks really nice.
Yes, and then once it was not JADEITE jade, the price fell from the sky. It was only worth less than $500,000. Okay.
And you also can say it's worth 10 million because if let's say the person who likes the carving and he wants to spend that kind of money.
But then when they want to spend that kind of money, they have to authenticate whether it's really JADEITE jade, because JADEITE jade is much more valuable than other material like albite jade or even some other material.
Okay.
For that matter. Let me show you some more of the.
Remember we went somewhere together, Papa?
Oh, this was in Surabaya.
Oh,
we
yeah,
went to
yeah.
evaluate pearl. It's they did 40 kg of pearls. Then we did the evaluation for the customer, and some of these pearls has been in the farm for a long time, like this for example. And of course, I'll show you some more pages where they have pearls there. Okay, then they have. Other than that, we have so many other pearls of different sizes, from big baroque pearl down to very small kg like pearl. And these are cultivated in the Lombok pearl farm. So when the owner decide to close down the farm, they have to know how much the value of their item. So I did the valuation for them, and that is the report that we did it for them.
That must mean that the gemstone here, even though they are fake, they can still be valuable.
The value is very low. You know, if it's
There's value.
imitation, the value is very low, maybe $100, $200. If it is genuine one, the price can be $1,000, $20,000. Even like this, for example, this whole thing is nearly $500,000 of valuations. And I show you another one, which I did the valuation, ruby rough stone, and it was appraised for $1.8 billion US. And the customer from Hong Kong asked me to, your papa and I, we went there, and we had to evaluate this. From $1.8 billion, it turned out to be only $100,000 US, because the quality is not there. Okay, natural ruby, yes, but the quality, that means the transparency, clarity, the color is not perfect. Okay, and it's not a cut stone, it's a rough stones. And some of this material is not from Burma. It claimed to be from Burma, but it turned out to be from Longido, which is in Tanzania. Okay,
What's
in Tanzania.
rough means?
Rough stone means having cut and polish. Whether this was cut and polished like this, for example. Okay, and these carvings, for example, these are cut and polished. Okay, the rough stone is still rough, haven't been polished yet. Okay, even that, I'll show you some more. So I did for some temples. There is some of the evaluation of the jewelry that is given by the devotees of the temple. And they give it to the temple as a mark of respect to their deities. And of course, they have pieces like this, you know, set with the emeralds, 3-carat emeralds surrounded by Burmese ruby and large diamond set around it. And this is a spear. This the spear size of my palm. You know,
Spear?
Yeah, it's a spear. Okay, which
Like
is
the
used for.
Toki one.
Yeah, that's right. And then they did. And they, like this one is a parrot set with diamonds and ruby eyes on the 22-carat gold, for example. And other than that, I also did for evaluation for the National Heritage Board. So some of the members of the family in Singapore who came from India, their parents were prime minister before in Hyderabad, you know, and they brought along all the silver pieces of gold trophy and even silver trophy like this, you know. And then they decide to loan it to the National Museum. The National Museum had to know how much in value it is. So I did the valuation for them so that the museum can insure it during the process of exhibition for 6 months.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of information. So
Yeah.
Akong, you do valuation reports for companies,
Family members.
members, for government bodies,
Yes,
and for religious
Temples
and all
yeah,
these
that's
things.
right.
No, there's a lot of value in all these things.
Yes.
And it takes so much effort and time to actually check the thing and note it down.
That's right.
And then write it down and produce a report.
Correct.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's why, children, it's important to actually note this down. So next time when daddy and mommy will pass it down to you all can treasure it. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much for this whole sharing, Akong.